Hi, this is Zak Mir with a great request show special. I suppose they're all special, really, but this one special for one reason that it's also trying to back the idea that we're in a new bull market for small cap resources stocks. One of the better ones, well, at least in terms of potential, is Andrada Mining. And you can see there's been a breakout through that lilac line, if that's the right color, depending on whether you're colorblind or not, through 3 pence. In fact, the shares gapped up on Friday. In fact, we've had 3 days now where the shares open at the low, close at the high. Normally means that there's a bit of accumulation. We had a bit of that off the lows below the 2.7 or 2.8 pence area back in July. And so this looks, in terms of what, if there's any sign that this could be it, this looks like the sign. And we've also got the 50 and 200-day moving averages rising as well. That means that they're going into a golden cross, which tends to be the strongest part of the cycle. We've also got that uptrend line in the RSI window, which, although was narrowly broken on a couple of occasions, looks like it is driving the stock higher. We've got a target here for up to 4.8 pence by the end of this month. Best case scenario target up to 6 pence plus by the end of next month, i.e., by the end of October. Ideally, we stay above the 50-day line there, and the recent gap just on the right side of 3 pence. But looks as though, as I said, the log jam has finally been cleared there on Andrada. On to a different sector, which is ImmuPharma, which I sort of missed out on looking at. I think as much as I wanted to, but here we already had the break of that resistance line there from back in January. That was around the 1.75 pence level. We've had the break of the 200 of the 50-day line rather, which is now rising there at 2 pence, which is looking very healthy. And all we need now really is for the 200-day line to rise, which actually, if you look closely, it looks like it already is. So this looks like another situation going to a golden cross and experiencing the strongest part of the cycle. The icing on the cake there is an RSI 50 rebound. You see the little kink in the RSI trace, and that means we're looking for 4.7 pence by the end of this month as a minimum, while we're above recent broken resistance at 2.25 pence. Ideally, we now stay above the 200-day line at 2.6 pence. Finishing off with arguably what's been the best of the bunch in terms of recovery situations, and here you can see that Kefi over the last month, I think, already had a great run. I think over the last month it's up 45%, only up 72% since the start of the year. But what maybe the big sizzle is yet to come. You'll see that we hit the top of that rising trend channel, which we've been eyeing up for months now at 0.78, and we also broke recent resistance at 0.75. In fact, above 0.75, looking for a fresh leg to the upside, or ongoing leg to the upside. The upper parallel of that rising trend channel pointing at 1.1 pence. And we're looking for that as soon as the end of next month, on the basis that the company has been one where a lot of negative sentiment has been attached there, and that seems to be blown away. Would have thought the bears now running for the hills. 1.1 pence while we're above 0.75 looks like a decent and achievable goal. That's it for me on the Great Request Show. Hopefully, one or two more in the near future.